Ever feel like you're constantly playing catch-up, just drowning in to-do lists? Well, today we are going to tackle that feeling head-on. We're breaking down Brian Tracy's classic, Eat That Frog, into a simple, powerful guide to help you finally beat procrastination.
All right, let's just start with a hard truth, one you've probably felt deep down. Your to-do list, it's never ending. The emails, the projects, they just keep coming. That feeling of being totally and completely overwhelmed, yeah, that's real, and you're not alone in feeling it.
You know, this is what we call the modern productivity trap. We've got more to do than ever before. But here's the good news. Brian Tracy's Eat That Frog offers a way out, and honestly, it's surprisingly simple.
Now here's the core idea, and it's a big one. Tracy argues that our problem isn't a lack of time. Not at all. Real success doesn't come from doing everything. It comes from having crystal clear clarity on the very few things that will actually make the biggest impact.
So how do we get that clarity? How do we figure out what to focus on? Well, it all starts with a memorable, kind of funny metaphor. You've got to eat your frog. So what on earth is a frog? Simple. Your frog is your biggest, most important task. It's that one thing on your list you know you should be doing, but you keep pushing it off because it's tough or complicated. But here's the thing. That one task can have the greatest positive impact on your life.
And this is the central rule of the whole system. You tackle that frog first thing in the morning, every single day, before you check your email, before you scroll through social media, before you get sucked into a dozen smaller, easier things. Get that one big thing done, and you've already won the day.
Now, there are two really simple rules for frog eating. Rule number 1, if you have two important tasks, you eat the biggest, ugliest one first. Always. And rule number 2, don't just sit there and stare at it. Don't overthink it, don't plan to plan, just start. That's the key.
Okay, this all sounds great, but let's be real. You look at your to-do list and it's a mile long. How in the world do you figure out which task is your actual frog? Luckily, Tracy gives us a couple of great tools for exactly that.
The first tool is probably one you've heard of, the 80-20 rule, also called the Pareto Principle. And trust me, understanding this is a total game changer. It basically says that 80% of your results will come from just 20% of your efforts.
Think about that. Just a small handful of your tasks, that vital few 20%, are responsible for the vast majority of your success. Your frog is hiding in their 20%. The other 80% of your tasks, that's what we call the trivial many.
And here's the trap we all fall into, right? We procrastinate on that important 20% by keeping ourselves busy with the easy 80%. You know, we organize our inbox, we make new folders, we do literally anything to avoid eating that frog. Resisting that urge is everything.
Okay, here's another powerful way to zero in on your frog. Just think about the future. For any task on your list, ask yourself this one simple question. What are the potential consequences if I do this or if I don't?
That one question tells you everything you need to know. Your frogs, the truly important tasks, have big, meaningful, long-term positive consequences. The unimportant stuff, it doesn't really matter in the long run. Thinking about your future is the best way to clarify your present.
So, now you know how to find your high-impact tasks, but how do you make this a daily habit? Well, that's where this next system comes in. It's super practical. It's called the ABCDE method. Before you start your day, you just go through your list and give every single item a letter. A tasks are your absolute must-dos. Those are your frogs. B tasks are should-dos. We can call those tadpoles. C is for things that are nice to do. D is for anything you can delegate. And E is for stuff you should just eliminate. And this is the most important step. If you have more than one A task, you have to rank them. Give them a number. A1, A2, A3, and so on. That A1 task, that is your biggest, ugliest frog for the day. That's the one you eat first, no matter what. And that brings us to the golden rule of this whole system. You never do a B task when you still have an A task waiting. Never. Resisting the temptation to work on smaller things is the discipline that really separates the most productive people from everybody else.
So why does this system work so darn well? It's actually about more than just managing your time. It's about rewiring your brain for success.
Okay, here comes the science, and it's really cool. Every single time you complete an important task, every time you eat a frog, your brain gives you a little reward. It releases endorphins. And that gives you this natural high.
This amazing feeling of accomplishment and confidence. You feel like a winner.
What happens is you start to develop what Tracy calls a positive addiction. Your brain literally starts to crave that endorphin rush. You become addicted to that feeling of success and clarity, which then motivates you to start and finish even more important tasks.
See how that works? It creates this incredible positive feedback loop. The more frogs you eat, the better you feel, and the more you want to accomplish. And over time, you'll find that you start to automatically organize your life around getting the stuff done that truly matters.
But look, at the end of the day, all the theory in the world doesn't matter without action. So let's wrap this up with the only question that really matters right now. Take a second and really think about it. What is the one frog you are going to eat first thing tomorrow morning? Figure that out tonight and get ready to win your day.